guys, welcome back to my channel. My kitchen. Today we're making smoky patty jollof rice. Yes, you heard me right. There are different ways you make authentic Naija jollof, but today I'll be showing you this method. I'll be using turkey and some chicken wing bits. I've just boiled them and I'll fry them shortly. I've just added some oil to my heated pot. Notice that I'm not using a non-stick pot just because I want to get that burnt feeling or smoky taste of patty jollof. When the oil was hot enough, I added some sliced onions. Just go ahead guys and slice your onions however you like it. Then next I went in with ginger and garlic paste. Use in the proportion that you like. But I like to use 2:1 ginger to garlic. Then next I went in with tomato paste. I know some people actually go in with their blend before the paste, but I prefer to go in with the tomato paste first just to fry it a bit before I go in with the blended peppers. Next up I added my stew base. I'll make a detailed video of how I actually mix up the tomatoes and the peppers, but I've used tomatoes, peppers, tatashe, scotch bonnet, you know it all. I blended them and then I've poured them right into the pot to fry. While the stew was frying, I went ahead to fry my turkey in the deep fryer. Just loaded them up in the basket and donkey went into the oil. And back to our stew. At this point, the stew had already dried up a bit, but not completely. So I went in with salt and turkey stock cubes. I don't add additional spices just because the meat stock is already loaded with the adequate proportion of spices that I need for this meal. To know if your stew is well fried, you scoop out a little onto your cooking spoon, and if it's still frying and making bubbles on the spoon, then it's done. At this point I added the meat stock and stirred. As I mixed it, I could see that it was still very thick and it was not going to be enough to cook my rice, so I decided to add a little bit of water to it. I added a little bit under 500 ml of water, but just be careful when adding the water just so you don't overcook your rice or your rice doesn't come out soggy. So then I went in with crayfish. I added a 1/4 cup of crayfish. You can go in as little or as more as you prefer, but I just wanted that smoky feeling from the crayfish as well, so I added up to a 1/4 cup. I stirred it and covered it to boil. After some minutes, when the stew had boiled, I went in with some grated nutmeg. I poured it on the surface of the stew and covered it to boil. Unfortunately, my camera didn't capture this part. At the time I opened my pot again this time around, oh my god, the aroma in my kitchen was heavenly. That's the effect of the nutmeg. So guys, this is the part I introduced my rice. It was already parboiled and washed in plenty changes of water. Make sure you wash your rice thoroughly guys. Wash your rice until it runs clear, the water runs clear. So when I added the rice into the pot, I stirred it a bit, just gently to combine, and then I covered it up with foil. Of course, you know it's the steam that cooks the rice and not the water. know it, guys, it's the steam that cooks the rice. So make sure you trap all the steam you can as much as possible, and that is why I use foil each time I cook jollof rice. So then I turned my heat to medium so it gently cooks. After about 30 minutes, guys, the rice was almost cooked, so I introduced some frozen vegetables into it. Once I do this, guys, I just turn off the heat and close up the pot so that the remaining steam does the rest. Look at that moist, guys. Look at that moist. It's not soggy and yet it's moist, and you can see still the rice singly. That's just the perfect party jollof for me. How about you? Tell me what you think in the comment section, guys. So guys, food is ready. And I've just served this. I hope you try it out and let me know if you like it or not.